Welcome to Earthly Reads, a My Cup of Earth production. In a world of talking animals, where creatures roamed free and wild, there lived a little rabbit named Rosie. Rosie was a curious and adventurous rabbit who loved to explore the world around her. She lived in a cozy little burrow beneath the roots of an ancient oak tree, surrounded by a lush meadow filled with wildflowers of every color. Rosie loved to spend her days playing in the meadow, chasing after butterflies, and sniffing out the sweetest wild berries. But despite her love for the outdoors, Rosie was always getting into mischief. She would often sneak into the nearby forest, where she would play pranks on her friends, like hiding their favorite toys or replacing their food with fake rocks. One day, while Rosie was out on one of her adventures, she stumbled upon a hidden clearing deep in the forest. In the center of the clearing stood an enormous, ancient tree, its branches twisted and gnarled with age. Rosie had never seen a tree like this before, and she felt drawn to it, as if it was calling to her. As she approached the tree, Rosie noticed that the air around her seemed to grow quieter, as if the forest itself was holding its breath. She felt a strange tingling sensation in her whiskers, and her ears perked up with excitement. Suddenly, a soft, whispery voice spoke to her, echoing in her mind, "Welcome, little rabbit. I have been waiting for you." Rosie's eyes grew wide with wonder. She had never heard of a talking tree before. She cautiously approached the trunk of the tree, her heart racing with excitement. "I am the guardian of the forest," the tree said, its voice like a gentle breeze on a summer day. "And I have been watching you. Rosie, you are a curious and adventurous rabbit, always getting into mischief and causing trouble." Rosie felt a twinge of guilt. She had never thought about how her pranks might affect her friends. But the guardian's words were kind and gentle, and Rosie felt a sense of wonder and excitement. "Why have you been watching me?" Rosie asked, her curiosity getting the better of her. "I have been watching you because I sense that you have a special gift," the guardian said. "A gift that could bring great joy and wonder to the forest and its creatures." Rosie's ears perked up with excitement. "What kind of gift?" she asked. The guardian's branches rustled softly in the wind. "You have the gift of storytelling," it said. "You have a way with words, and an imagination that can bring magic to the world around you." Rosie's eyes grew wide with wonder. She had never thought about storytelling as a gift before, but the guardian's words filled her with a sense of pride and excitement. "I want to learn how to use my gift," Rosie said, her voice filled with determination. The guardian's branches nodded in approval. "I will teach you," it said. "But first, you must prove yourself worthy. I will give you a task to complete, and if you succeed, I will share the secrets of storytelling with you." Rosie's heart racing with excitement. "What is the task?" she asked. The guardian's branches rustled softly. "I will give you a small, delicate flower," it said. "You must take this flower to the heart of the forest, where the ancient river flows. There, you must plant the flower and sing a song to it. If you can make the flower bloom, I will teach you the secrets of storytelling." Rosie's ears perked up with excitement. She had never been to the heart of the forest before, and the thought of singing a song to a flower was both thrilling and terrifying. "I accept the task," Rosie said, her voice filled with determination. The guardian's branches nodded in approval. "Then let us begin," it said. "Take the flower and set off on your journey." Rosie eagerly accepted the flower, which was delicate and beautiful, with petals as soft as silk. She set off towards the heart of the forest, her heart racing with excitement. As she walked, Rosie noticed that the forest was changing around her. The trees grew taller and the path grew narrower, until she was walking along a winding stream that flowed through the heart of the forest. The air was filled with the sweet scent of blooming flowers, and Rosie felt a sense of peace and tranquility wash over her. As she approached the ancient river, Rosie saw that it was surrounded by a circle of ancient trees. Their branches twisted and gnarled with age. The river itself was crystal clear, and Rosie could see fish swimming in its depths. She planted the flower on the riverbank, and then looked around for inspiration. She saw a family of ducks swimming on the river, and a group of butterflies flitting around a patch of colorful flowers. She saw the ancient trees looming above her, their branches creaking softly in the wind. And then, Rosie remembered the words of the guardian. She remembered the way it had spoken to her, with a soft, whispery voice that echoed in her mind. She remembered the way it had looked at her, with eyes that seemed to see right through to her soul. And with that, Rosie began to sing. Her voice was small and hesitant at first, but as she sang, it grew stronger and more confident. She sang of the beauty of the forest, of the creatures that lived within it, and of the magic that lay just beneath the surface. As she sang, the flower began to stir. Its petals unfolded, and its stem grew stronger and more vibrant. Rosie sang louder and more confidently, and the flower began to glow with a soft, gentle light. And then, in a burst of magic, the flower bloomed. It was the most beautiful flower Rosie had ever seen, with petals that shone like diamonds and a fragrance that filled the air. The guardian's branches rustled softly in the wind, and Rosie felt a sense of pride and accomplishment wash over her. She had done it. She had made the flower bloom. The guardian's voice echoed in her mind once more. "Well done, little rabbit," it said. "You have proven yourself worthy. Now, come back to the clearing, and I will teach you the secrets of storytelling." Rosie eagerly made her way back to the clearing, her heart full of excitement and her mind full of wonder. She had learned that she had a special gift, and she was eager to use it to bring joy and magic to the world around her. And so, Rosie returned to the clearing, where the guardian was waiting for her. It taught her how to use her gift, how to spin tales that would capture the hearts of her friends, and how to bring magic to the world around her. From that day on, Rosie became known as the greatest storyteller in the forest. She would gather her friends around her and spin tales of adventure and magic, of bravery and friendship. And as she told her stories, the forest would come alive, and the creatures that lived within it would be transported to a world of wonder and enchantment. And Rosie lived happily ever after, surrounded by the beauty and magic of the forest, and the friends who loved her for who she was. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.